Europe, and it's just not looking good, fam. Canada is doing business with China. Yeah, Canada is working out trade deals with China.
All right, Shalom. I want to give all praises to Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yahushai, Ba'ashem Rakakadash. Double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone. Salutation to all the brothers and the few sisters out there. Unto like foreigners from the seed of Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob, Shalom in the Hebrew, which means peace. This is Willie D. I'm just using the clip. Fair use. I'm not making no money off of this. Fair use, fair use. But it's something that he had said that he made mention of, which I just took a little clip of that, which everybody should know. China and Canada. Hey, be quiet. China and Canada are in bed with each other. All right. So since China and Canada is in bed with each other, which China, Canada, and business deal, while this guy's claiming that Greenland is in danger for security reason. Here it is, right up north above the United States of America. Canada is making a business deal with China. Now, here's the other clip that I wanted to get. This is the other part.
You know, when y'all come, don't mess with me, don't mess with my people, man. We ain't have nothing to do.
And in case you don't know what he meant by that, he meant all these other nations. Because let me see if I can get the clip. Damn, I hate when he does that. The clip that he put is basically major Americans allies joining forces with the adversary Russia and China. So you got even EU, NATO, the beast that's making deals with Russia and China. All right. Might add Canada, the extended version of NATO. Canada is part of NATO. So he's already copping a plea. Let me let you hear what he says.
No, any of you countries out there, any of the dignitaries, if you hear my voice, I am telling you, I'm not in it, man. I ain't had nothing to do with it. You know, when y'all come, don't mess with me, don't mess with my people, man. We ain't have nothing to do with it. No, we didn't have anything to do with this, man. Leave us out of it. Get at him directly. You know, I heard Iran made a threat. Iran, you know, they put a price on his head. I don't know what that price is, but they did say they coming for him, and they said they will not miss. That's what Iran said. Iran said they're coming and they will not miss. I'm saying, Mr. Iran.
And that's why I wanted to get. I'm not gonna play the rest, but he's copping a plea for a reason. All right. At the end of the day, you blacks, Latinos, and Native Americans that want to join this man, that want to be a part of this man's system, you're in the wrong side of history. All right. You're in the wrong side of history. And the world can see it clearly. I remember it was, the film was based on a somewhat true event. So when you watch the movie Dead Presidents, there was a scene in Dead Presidents when the U.S. military, when it was in Vietnam, and there was a pamphlet that was shown, and the pamphlet said, "We have no problem with you, black people. Leave the war. We have no problems with you." Right? And the main gunnery sergeant, no, it was the officer. I'm sorry, the officer. He's like, "Get that communist bullshit out of here." Right? So even in the movie Leave the World Behind, they was getting pamphlets from the foreign nations, basically saying we have no issues with certain people, but we have issues with a particular people. And this is Habakkuk all over. All right. Habakkuk 2, I'll start at 7. Was it 7? Or? Actually, it is 7, but let me go up. I'll start at 6. Shall not all these take up a parable against him, and a taunting proverb against him, saying, and say, woe to him that increaseth that which is not his. How long? And to him that ladeth himself with thick clay. So the subheading title is Esau. Gather to all nations. All right. He put himself in situations where he's not supposed to be. Okay. He's all over the fucking world, minding everybody else's fucking business. All right. The thick clay is a batyat, which means um debt. Now, who said it? Well, somebody else that said it. Seriously, in a serious note, especially how this man is threatening Greenland. Oh, that's what it was. Slack, let me get the video.
Events you've ever seen in geopolitics. This is one of the craziest sequence of events you've ever seen in geopolitics. You see this tweet? I greatly respect the fact that all scheduled hangings, which were to take place yesterday, over 800 of them, have been cancelled by the leadership of Iran. Thank you. So Trump has now cancelled attacking Iran because Iran has cancelled the scheduling of the 800 people that they were going to hang publicly, right? That's the story we're being told, right? Iranian agencies released clip of Mossad agents they captured during an anti-regime protest in Iran after a tip from the Denmark Intelligence Agency, DDIS. Important here to note that Donald Trump threatened Greenland, and Denmark strongly objected to it by calling it disintegration of NATO. So basically, what's happened? Trump threatened Denmark with Greenland, right? It got so bad that now Denmark has realized there's nothing they can do. Trump really wants this. So in return, they decided, you know what? This is how you want to play it. We're going to show you. So they now sent Mossad a list. They now sent Iran a list of all the Mossad agents in Iran. Now, this is very important. Denmark is trying to hurt America by telling Iran where Israeli agents are. I don't know why Israeli agents, America, you see? So Denmark now goes and tells Iran where all the Mossad agents are. So Trump and his people get ready to strike Iran. And then Iran sends a cable to Mossad, to the Israeli intelligence, and say, if you attack us, we will publicly hang every single Mossad agent we have caught. So Mossad now calls Trump and they say, abort, abort. If we strike, they're going to publicly kill all our people. And you know why that's a bad thing? See, those Mossad agents have families in Israel. So imagine Israeli people now happy, we're attacking Iran, only to watch their family members literally being hanged on TV in Iran. So that's the whole reason why Trump canceled the bombing of Iran, because Denmark exposed all the Israeli agents in Iran to hurt America because America wants to take Greenland by force. Bruh, I don't know why some people are into reality TV when we literally have reality TV.
He was spitting facts. He was spitting bars. So this whole thing is about intelligence. It's about making moves. So America, Trump is playing. He think he's playing checkers. I mean, he think he's playing chess, but he's playing checkers. They want Greenland because of the material that's in Greenland. They won't attack Greenland because one is NATO, two is other European countries, which is NATO, but so-called white people. They can't do what they want to do. But when Stephen Miller had made an whole hoopla about they could do whatever they want, they're the most mightiest um, um, army in the world, the other nations take notice. So France sends military presence to Greenland for a quote unquote exercise. So that way, if America goes to Greenland, they're going to be repelled. So that's, we don't even know what kind of article that is in. If military might, if military war between NATO alliances. So there's that factor, which is all leading up to Revelation 17th chapter, around 15 verse on down. Basically telling me that how the beast is going to hate the whore. All right. So when he said that, like, damn, that makes sense. So even Esau in his own alliance, this beast system, like the scripture says, the is more stout than his fellows. They think they're better than their counterparts, which leads us to what? Luke 11 and 18. It says, if Satan also be divided against himself, how shall his kingdom stand? It can't stand. Nothing, the scripture says, these two walk together, at least they be agreed. So in one fashion and form, NATO was established to go against the USSR. The USSR had been disbanded, became the Federation of Russia. But they got greedy. They kept pushing and pushing and taking the countries that was a part of the USSR and also putting anti-missiles. So they've been poking at the bear. Now, once again, the real reason why he's going to Greenland is the natural resources that's in there. He's being pushed by his billion-dollar friends to go up there and take over, and resulting pissing everybody off. So if you piss everybody off, this prophecy is taken in form enough right before our eyes. Back in Habakkuk 2:7, it says, shall they not rise up suddenly that shall bite thee, and awake that shall vex thee, that shall be booties unto them. Meaning the other nations, the same nations that have been taken advantage of, they're going to come and take advantage of it. They're going to get back. And that's America's fear. When you watch the movie Red Dawn, the first one and the second one, the remake, first one was obviously Russia, Cuba. Actually, it was Russia and Cuba. Russia and Cuba and somebody else. I can't remember. Maybe China. Second one was definitely Russia, North Korea, and Venezuela. All right. Why Venezuela? We see why they had Venezuela, because of the things that they just did, which is that's a method of the revelation. So the same nations that they have robbed and steal from, eventually is going to come back. So you have Willie D understanding what's happening, copping the plea, like, yo, we're not part of it. You know what I'm saying? But that's also prophecy. Matter of fact, not Revelation, Isaiah 13. I should have started 11. I started 11. And I will punish the world for their evil, and the wicked for their iniquity. And I will cause the arrogancy of the proud to cease. And boy, oh boy, there's some proud motherfuckers out there. Mainly those people that's sitting in office, right? Even though he's a goddamn puppet, he's a proud puppet. I never met a puppet that's so proud, knowing that he's not controlling, he's not doing anything. He's being told what to do, but he's doing it so well. And will lay low the haughtiness of the terrible. I will make a man more precious than fine gold, which is talking about Hebrew is like man. All right, a man of the Lord. All right, he's going to be precious as fine gold in that time. Okay, because the protection is going to come to those individuals that was been with the Lord. All right. It says, even then, the golden wedge of Ophir. So it's comparing it to a fine gold that was found in the west. All right. So it was something that was a delicacy. It said, therefore I would shake the heavens, and the earth shall remove out of her place, and the wrath of the Lord of hosts in the day of his fury, his fierce anger. And that's the ICBM nuclear missiles. And it shall be like a chased roe, as a sheep no man taketh up. And they shall every man turn to his own people, and flee everyone to his own land. Everyone that are found shall be thrust through. Everyone that is joined unto them shall fall by the sword. So people is going to have to make a stance in that day. All right. So for somebody like Willie D, you gotta make it be known in that day. All right. Everybody's gonna have to make it be known. You know, go out there like you the Wolverines in the movie Red Dawn and try to fight off these these troops, or you could take their side. It doesn't matter. People's gonna have to take sides when it's all said and done. That is a God honest truth. All right. So those that are found with the enemy is going to be destroyed. That's what they're saying, which is common sense. It's nothing new. All right. It says, and their children shall be dashed to pieces before their eyes, and their houses shall be spoiled, and their wives ravished. And hey, with this Gestapo that is established, they doing the exact same thing. They're the ones that's going around turning people out. So there's a civil war brewing within the United States. All right. And this thing that's brewing, adding to the fact that they have made enemies with everybody else. This place is destined to be destroyed. All right. That's what it basically is. It's just destined to be destroyed. Back at Habakkuk 2:8, because it has spoiled many nations, all the remnant of the people shall spoil thee. So this is a payback. This is a payment. All right. Esau, Edom, so-called white man, American white man, has a lot of foes, a lot of enemies, and that hatred that we're seeing is nothing new. All right, is nothing new. European Edomites can't stand American Edomites. They can't stand them more than ever. Now Trump is an embodiment of that. He just oozing that pride, making their own allies looking at like, nah, we can't be dealing with these people. All right. So all these nations are gonna find a way to spoil this place because of men's blood and for the violence of the land of the city and all that dwell therein. The cause and the effect. I'm gonna end it off on this. I mean, you could cop a plea. You better be copping a plea to the Lord, because you copping a plea to the other nations. They don't give it two shits. They're not. They're not gonna give it. There's no bound of language. They're gonna have anger. That's why when you watch Russia's military, China's military, when they do that arms, they do that military demonstration of their military men, the fighting styles and so forth. They can't wait to get their hands on the average American. They can't wait. All right. Why? Because it's built up. It's the arrogancy. Oh, it's the pride of the city. Please, Second Ezra 8:50. How can I forget this? It says, for many great miseries shall be done to them that in the latter time shall dwell on the earth in the world, because they have walked in great pride. America is nothing but a giant city with great pride. So with that pride being said and done, This is why everybody's gonna challenge that pride. They're gonna challenge you in that bravado. We gotta understand. There's places where people really grow up rough. We thought we grew up rough here in the States. We grew up terrible. But there's some other places in the world, and they grow up rough and they made out of it. You know? But it's that American pride, like we are the best of the best. We're the toughest of the tough. Okay? Nobody we're superior at every means. And other nations don't like that. They hate that, to be exact. So because of that, when they come, they're gonna come to fuck shit up. Alright? Let me end it off on this. It says Revelation 17 and 16, and the 10 horns, NATO EU, which thou sawest upon the beast, these shall hate the whore. Right? They hating the whore. The whore is America. They can't stand her. Because of that pride. Here it is, you a skink. You're a whore. You ain't shit. You're not even worth the bills. But yet you turn around to the world like I'm the shit. You do whatever you want to do. When there's a whole there's whole rules, right? There's rules to be in the whore, and you know the rules, but you refuse to. So everybody's looking like, I can't stand this bitch. That's how everybody's looking at America. Like, I can't stand her. She's a skink. She's a whore. Yeah, and she thinks she's better than us. And then this guy's doing whatever he wants to do. Oh hell yeah! Oh yeah! Oh hell's about to break loose. It says, and it shall make her desolate. So what's the destiny of it all? This is all a buildup. When that time comes, oh, they shooting those missiles on this bitch. When they see the opportunity, it's gonna be like, okay, all these missiles is gonna come from Russia, China, all these. They got a lot of missiles going over there. We could help America, or we just get rid of it. All right, and eventually they're gonna they're gonna just get rid of this place. That's what it's gonna. That's what it's gonna end up because of that pride, yo. It says, "And naked, and they shall eat her flesh, and burn her with fire." With that being said, shalom to the elect of the nations of Shalom.